Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another Temu haul. I'm trying to think if I've got any updates on any of the products I've tried. Well, okay, so this is a shirt that I hauled in an earlier haul. It feels big, but I don't think it is per se. It's still wrinkled because I didn't wash it yet. I think it just feels a little bit bigger because the sleeves are maybe poofier, but it's still a pretty shirt. And I'm wearing it with that weird necklace. I know those don't go together, but I wanted to put something on, and I don't really wear chokers. And this is such a busy shirt that, I don't know, I just put this on for fun. But then I'm wearing the moissanite earrings up here, and then these little blue circle with the silver goes zigzags. I don't know what you want to call that, but those went well with the shirt. And then I've got this ring on that goes with the shirt. All this stuff is Temu. Well, this ring might be Shein. This is my favorite fake wedding ring that I've got. I've got a whole box of faux wedding rings. But anyway, so I guess maybe that's the only, I'm trying to think, I should be more prepared. I think that's the only updates I've got. I do have a pretty good haul. I'm slowly making my way through that big mound of stuff that Temu sent, trying to get through it before the next round of stuff comes. I do still have my sponsored box coming, but I don't know how to figure out, I think I do have a tracking number, but it's not as easy as the tracking numbers in the app for Temu. Like if I click on it, it doesn't just take me to it. I do have my phone on. I apologize. I turned the sound off at least, but I am on call this weekend, so I've got to be paying attention just in case something for work comes up. But that doesn't normally happen, so we should be okay. One of my kids was going to a 16th birthday party today, and it was a bit south of town, and so my husband and the rest of the kids went with to drop her off, and her and a couple of her friends dropped them off, and then they're out bowling and stuff since they'll have to pick them back up. So I'm home alone again today, so anytime that happens, I have to take advantage and record. But then I don't know when I'll get the chance to actually get the recording uploaded. So for me, it's a Saturday afternoon. I don't know what it's going to be when this airs. But anyway, let's get started. So this is a Temu haul, not sponsored. I paid for everything myself. And like I said earlier, I do have a sponsored box coming, but I don't know when. But as soon as I get it, I will probably record it and publish it that same day just to get it done so I can get it uploaded back to them to get credit. You know, I don't want to lose momentum on this now that they got me in. But otherwise, if you look in the description, you'll see the link to the Temu app, the link to, or my special promo code. Keep in mind though, if you do download the app with my link, I do get $5. You get to use the promo code, but I have heard from people that promo code doesn't last very long before it expires, so just keep that in mind. And then you'll also get $100 worth of coupons. And then there are games on Temu, Fishland, and Farmland, and I have both of my game codes down there. And the way you use those, if you're not familiar, is you just type those numbers into the search bar, and then it will give you prompts to connect to each other, so we can share water and fish food, that kind of thing. And then I also have links to the orders that these items came from. I think there were 3 different orders in this particular set of stuff. I have opened it just to figure out what I had, but I have not opened the individual packages, so that way hopefully it'll still be somewhat spontaneous. Like that other video I had where I opened a blanket and it was the totally wrong blanket. That was so disappointing. So hopefully we won't have any of those kind of issues today. But otherwise, let's get started. All right, so this first item is a repurchase. And it is a laundry sorter. And let me get this. Well, I think there's a picture. I'm not going to take it out of the box, but I'm pretty sure there's a picture on it to show you if you haven't happened to see it on the app before. But I got one of these because it used to be, before I was buying new clothes, I was just washing all my clothes together because it was pretty much just black pants and gray t-shirts and stuff. But now that I've been buying new clothes on Temu, I have to be more careful. So that means I'm actually sorting my laundry now, which is kind of a pain, but you know, it's still not hand washing, right? I don't hand wash. It's still going in the washing machine. But so hang on, I'm almost done. Okay, so it's all taped to the bag here at the bottom. So I'm going to just leave this here. But you can see, so it's a laundry sorter, dark, light, and colored. What I discovered is it doesn't take me very long to fill these up. And these, so I have a big capacity washing machine because there's 6 of us. But I don't like filling it up, even though you can, because even though I have a high capacity dryer, it takes forever. So I'd rather do smaller loads. So these bins are a good size for a single load, maybe 2 loads. But what I found is that they get full pretty quickly, and it's still only giving me 3 things to sort. So I decided to get a second one. And in that second one, I'm not going to use it for these, but I'm going to have a red, purple, and orange bag, a blue and green bag, and then probably like a sweaters or delicates one. So they won't match the labels, but I noticed that when I was putting everything of color in here, I still was needing to separate it out a little bit. So I got another one so that I think 6 will be about the right number of things that I'm trying to keep track of. And these don't take up much space. Like I said, they're, you know, if you had all this filled, it's like 3 to 6 loads. And I can put this under my jewelry wall because it doesn't stand out very far from the wall, which you can't tell since I'm not taking it out of the box. But the one that I've got now it's maybe probably less than 3 feet wide, and then it's maybe 12 inches deep. So it's not very, it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I plan to just stick it and the other one under my jewelry wall, and then it'll be just right there. And I should still be able to get close enough to the mirror to get ready in the morning. But so that's why I got that, and that was $20.77, but it did price adjust down to $16.57. So that was a pretty good price adjustment. All right, so next, this I believe is a keyboard cover. It's probably been a couple of years ago. I got a raise at work and I bought a 88 key keyboard because I was going to teach myself. I took piano lessons when I was a kid, but I was never very good and I hated to practice. Well, I thought, you know, now that I'm an adult and can be more disciplined, maybe I would learn how to play the piano, but I haven't really done anything with it. The kids have played with it more than I have. But when I bought it, I couldn't find a cover that I wanted. So I just this happened to come up in my feed. and it's just a basic dust cover for a keyboard. So it's got pointed edges here. And it came in different sizes because keyboards come in different sizes. I've got the full 88 key, but I don't know what the other smaller number of keys are, but there were covers for those sizes as well. So I figured it would, if I really wanted to take care of it, because 2 of my kids do want to learn how to play the piano, then I should start putting a cover on it. So that, I have everything is written down. I just am not pulling things out in the order that they are on the list. So, okay, keyboard cover was $7.11 and it's price adjusted down to $5.34. All right. Oh, and it did come with a cover. For when I guess you're not using it, you'll fold it back up. See, now in my family, we would just wad it up on the side and then pick it back up once we're done. But for those of you that take better care of your stuff, it's got that. All right, so here's part of my ongoing health series. I got a therapy machine. These are also called TENS machines. And the idea, let me get this open. The idea is that there's electrodes that you tape to your various places on your body, and you can kind of do massage therapy. Well, here, let's look at this. So it's good if you've suffered from any of these kind of issues. Obviously, with my husband and I having diabetes, he especially has neuropathy problems. And so I'm feeling like this would be a good option for him for his legs. But it is good for massage. And if if you've got some kind of ache somewhere, they say you can put one of these pads on and then, do whatever kind of therapy you need to do. Oops, hang on. Always dropping stuff. So I got this one in particular because they have several different versions, but this one looked like it could connect up to 8 electrodes at the same time, and a lot of them only could do 2 or 4. It comes with a user manual, and then this one also came with several of the electrodes. It looks like there's 4 in each bag, and you can buy, Temu has just these by themselves if you need to get more. I don't know if these are single use. I hope they're not. I don't think they are, but the idea is it's sticky on the back. Is it like sticky? Yeah, it's kind of like sticky. I was wondering if it would be kind of silicone sticky, which would make me think they could be reused. So these might be one use only. But anyway, you would peel off the back, and if you've ever had, I've had to do a take-home heart test before, and or if you've ever been in the hospital, they stick those things onto you, and so they stick them on there, and then they plug stuff into the little knob, which are these. So they plug these into this, and then this little part gets plugged into the machine. And this one looks like it probably runs on batteries, so let's check that out. So it looks like 3 AAA batteries, which I have not replenished my battery supply down here since I had the salt and pepper grinders. But you would take this And where do we, oh, we plug it in on over here on the side. No, that's not right. So hang on, okay. It's up here at the top. This is why you could do up to 8 at a time, because you've got 2 of these. So I'm not sure what this one is for yet. I'm not seeing anything that would plug into that. It looks like it should be like another way to charge it. But I'm not seeing anything. Let me, yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else in here except for this, which I don't know what this is. But anyway, you get the stuff plugged in and you would push the buttons. You'd have to look at the directions, obviously, but there's like 8 different modes that you can use on here with targeted therapy. So these have become pretty popular. You can find these in Walgreens, Walmart. So it's not anything, you know, weird. So yeah, so with the exception of the fact that I don't know what this is for, let me just look in the manual real quick, just in case there's like a picture. So there's buttons to increase or decrease the intensity. There's a mode button. There is a button that you can switch between English and Chinese. And there's a time button. This plastic part that I didn't know what it was is called a paster. So I don't know if that's supposed to help get the sticker on you. I don't know why that would be hard. So maybe it's to get it off. Just looking to see if what else it might. Okay, well, so it's got the standard graph of body acupoints. But, and maybe the acupoints, since that's a Chinese thing, that's why they're all in Chinese. Well, I guess it's not Chinese, but the Chinese words in English. Oh, and it's also got foot reflexology. But the picture is so small that it would be super hard to tell if you were getting things in the right spot. It's pretty tiny. And the print's really not very good in this. It's like recycled paper. Then it's also got, you know, if you need help with your shoulders, you're having issues with your head. All right, let's just see. So it's good for hypertension, and it's got pictures of where might be helpful for that. Rheumatic arthritis, stiff neck. It's N-E-E-C-K, but stiff neck. Aching symptom, which it's showing kind of the shoulder again. Lumbago, so kind of the lower part of the spine. So yeah, so I guess I don't know what that extra little port is, but it's all kind of pictures in here. So I just figure I'm probably going to I'll probably just use one at a time on each leg, and I'd be able to do both of his legs at the same time, and I'd probably put it on his calf muscle or something. I don't know. We'll see. But still dropping stuff. But yeah, they've had these around for so long at Walgreens, but they're always kind of expensive. But then when I saw this one, I decided to bite the bullet. All right, let me get this put back. I'll probably use this for a thumbnail later. All right, so how much did I pay for this? Well, this only cost $6.49. So the one disadvantage of this, well, I have a HSA for my insurance, which means in my case, I have a debit card that I can use to buy stuff like this. So I probably could have placed a separate order and just used that card and then taken the receipt and uploaded it, since it is a medical device. But I didn't. That just seemed a little too much effort for $6.49. And we have enough other medical bills that I can use that on. So yeah, so there we go. All right. Next is part of my yard flag series. I think I've only got this one in this order. This is my Happy Thanksgiving one. So it's just basic. I wanted one that specifically said Thanksgiving, and I'm not a big turkey person, but I love the pumpkins and the pretty leaves. But it's a nice thick canvas, and it's hard to see, but the seam, or where it's sewn together, is down far enough that there will be plenty of room for the rod to fit through here. And got the pretty border on both sides, and then both sides are exactly the same. So Temu also sells the flag, the actual metal flag stands. The one I got, I will say, is it comes in several different parts, and you have to screw them together, but it doesn't stay, like, once you get two sections of it screwed together tight, once you screw together the other part, it like unscrews. And so even if you're like holding it steady, it's just kind of, the one that I got is just kind of wobbly because of that. So but I got a cheaper version, and Temu's got different levels of ones, but I got one that also came with a clip so that you could clip it down farther so it wouldn't just, fly around and not be visible. But so yeah, so that my stand is a little disappointing, but it still works for, I mean, it might blow over in a really strong wind, but I just stand it back up again. But yeah, so this was $2.19, and this particular design, I'm sorry to say, is sold out from the seller I bought it from, but it may be available from others. But even if it's not, there's a ton of Thanksgiving ones out there. All right, next, here's another part of the healthcare series. This one is a sinusitis. I'm probably not saying that right, but this one is to do light therapy for your sinuses. So I have allergies, and let me get this out. And so I mean, those of you that get allergies know, sometimes your sinuses just get, gunky and irritated, and it feels like you're going to sneeze all the time. So I got this. This is a kind of light therapy that you stick up your nose. So these will light up. I think that also means that this takes batteries. I can't tell if this comes all the way out. Okay, yeah. So it looks like, oh, it's 9, no. I was going to say it's 9 volt, but it doesn't have the characteristic, but it does show a 9-volt in there. But okay, so I'm used to 9 volts that have like a snaps on them, but there's nothing to snap it to. It's just got a regular the regular prongs on here. So that's interesting. 9-volt batteries are kind of a pain. I usually get mine at Dollar Tree, but I think I did get some from Amazon. So I think I do have some upstairs because all of our smoke detectors use 9-volt batteries. But yeah, that's kind of weird. You don't normally see that. But anyway, it's got an on and off button. And so basically you just stick these up your nose, and I'm assuming it says in here like how long. Well, I think I must have been rambling too much about period pads that my video got too long. So here I'm back with part 2, I guess, of this same video. So I was talking about this. This one is designed for your kitchen, and it twists. So the idea is you can stick, 6 different cooking utensils off of it, and it bends. So, depending on whether you have to put it on a wall like this, or if you're able to put it under a cabinet like this. But then it comes with a hook or a sticky thing that slides inside of this. And I got 2. I've got my cooking utensils in Pampered Chef Crocs right now. But it might be kind of nice to have the cabinet or the countertop free. But you could, this is not very sturdy, so I wouldn't put like mugs or something on this. But you could, I'm sure, think of different applications of ways you could use this besides just kitchen. But these were 79 cents a piece, and they've gone down to 69 cents. All right, this next one, I've got a bunch of different pieces, so let me just get them all out. All right, so this is another part of my Brown Thumb series. So I got more flowers to go outside. So the idea is that, and all of these things are pretty flexible, so you can, spread them out. But I'm trying to do a combination of greenery, this kind of stuff, and then light up things out in my front. You might ask, why have I not figured out how to turn that off yet? Because it only goes off at some random times during the day that I'm not usually here. This is a great video. All right, so anyway, I'm putting, combinations of this stuff outside along with solar lighted things. And these were cheap, and I thought it might be nice to not just have greenery, but to have some that have colors. So this one's purple. I also got it in rose red and white. And I got 3 of each. But yeah, they would just get stuck in the ground because our flower bed area is totally mulched, and I don't want to plant anything real in there because I'm not going to take care of it. But these are not supposed to fade in the sun. So yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. It may look super cheesy and cheap because it will be cheap, but when it's done, but I'm hoping it makes it look a little bit prettier without too much effort. But anyway, so I got, like I said, 3 of each color to just kind of go not all, I mean, they could go grouped together if I wanted to have sections that are grouped, but we'll see. My daughter's the one putting all these out, so it'll just be however she feels they should go. But these were each 98 cents, and they've price adjusted down to 78 cents. Okay, I don't know what my problem is, but I'm super thirsty. So I'm sorry, I'm going to take another drink. It's like maybe if I slash it around, it'll be better. All right, we're getting close to being done. Next is another tank top. I'm kind of surprised at how many tank tops I've been buying since I won't wear a tank top by itself. But I keep finding these white things and they're so pretty. I mean, I've got a cardigan that's almost exactly like this and a regular shirt. But it's kind of got the eyelet. And if it's not eyelet, I apologize. I just don't know. And it's got these same wood look buttons on them with some of the other stuff. But I thought this would be, you know, pretty under, well, those two light colored cardigans I got. So maybe on one of my future episodes, I'll wear this with one of those and the turtle one with the other. But yeah, it's pretty. I don't know, would you feel like you had to wear a cami under this because of the holes? I don't know. I can't tell if it's like see-through for bra purposes. But I know a lot of people don't care about that these days. But this was where did it go? $7.21, and it's gone up to $7.75. Okay, most of the stuff that's left is little, so I'm going to just get it out of the box right now. And then there's one bigger thing left, which I'll do next. All right, so this is one of the solar things for the yard for my Brown Thumb series. I'm pretty much just trying to have variety. So when I see a new thing, I'm like, well, I could do one of those. So that's what this is. It's got the spot to collect the solar, and there is a film over that. It's got the on and off button under here, which it's covered with like a silicone cover, so it makes it a little bit harder to tell if you've got it on or off, but you can tell at night. And then this just goes in here, and it's got the little stake, and like I can't tell, these are at least in the picture they were more spread out, and maybe they'll get like that with time, but it doesn't feel like there's like the kind of wire inside that would mean you could bend it. So we'll have to see. My guess is that gravity will just sort of pull these things down, or the wind, whatever. But because this is kind of plain, that's part of the reason why I have the greenery, the fake greenery. So it's not just a bunch of these kind of things stuck up. But yeah, so this was $4.36. So that's a cheaper one of these. A lot of theirs kind of get close to the $10 range, although it has gone up to $6.11. All right, next, let's do some stickers. These were stickers for me, and these were called Retro Celebrity Quote Stickers. So let's just see. Some of these I may not be able to read, so let me read them first before I read a couple. Okay. Flowers always make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. And that was Luther Burbank. Let down your walls for the one who looks at you as if you are the last remaining star. Aaron Van Vuren. See, I'd be reading that thinking, is it really Van Vuren? Or was it Van Buren? That's terrible for her. That I don't know what celebrity she is. Do more of what makes your soul happy. And then let me just find one more. So you can see they're not like the typical stickers. Like, you probably wouldn't put these on your mugs or whatever. To love her was to inhale her existence. Christopher Poindexter. So I just thought, you know, it'd be cute to have some something a little different. But this sticker set was $1.70, and I think, yeah, there's 60 stickers in this set. But, you know, some of these that aren't like the greatest, you could, you know, fussy cut around these and then put them on, you know, something. But I probably wouldn't just put this on there like that, because that seems kind of haphazard. All right, next in my health, well, actually, this is probably more my survival series. I've got the metal, they're not metal, but the reflective cloths that you can, you know, to help keep you warm. Now I've got a tourniquet, because of course you need to always be prepared with a tourniquet. And so it's a belt style, so you would stick this in. How does this work? And while you're trying to figure it out, your poor friend doesn't make it because, okay, so you push down this button. I'm getting a little morbid here now, aren't I? Push down this button, and then you can pull out this part, which, well, it doesn't go in there either. What is the dealio? Well, that's how you tighten it. But where does this go? So I've got this end. There's no instructions. I could look this up. Maybe I should look this up real quick, but our video is running long. Well, how does that work? Oh. Okay, let's see. Does it work like this? And then it goes back in, but then you can't. Then you can pull. Oh, looky there. I figured it out without looking it up. So, all right. So now I've got a tourniquet. This came in multiple colors, but I chose red because obviously blood is red. So why get something that's pretty when it's just going to possibly get blood on it? So this will go in my survival kit. All right. And that was $1.32, and it's now gone up to $1.34. All right, next I've got some pins for my mood bag. And I think I'll show you all the pins first, and then I'll pin them on. So this one's a cute little kitty sitting on top of a TV, and it says, "Let's stay home." So this is definitely me. Stay home, watch TV. This one is metal. So one of the few that I've gotten that has a metal back. And this pin was 98 cents, and it's come down to 89 cents. Then for those of us in the United States, I got a Blockbuster Pin. You know, got to keep up the memories. So the Blockbuster Pin is 89 cents. And it is also metal. So it's curious. Two of them today are metal. Man, I think I need to go upstairs after this and just sit and drink a whole thing of water. All right. I feel like I had another, okay, yeah, I've got another couple pins, so so the next one is a fun one from childhood. The Jetsons. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy. And that's about all I know of the song, or remember of the song. This one was like in a weird time for me. Like I remember watching it, but it wasn't, I feel like it was kind of going out as I started watching cartoons. So I didn't get to see this one quite as often. But it's got two metal ones. This must just be the day for metal pins. But the Jetsons pin was $1.99. And then the last pin for today libraries are for everyone. So I think I've mentioned on here before, I worked in a library for 8 years. So I'm very pro libraries. There's so many things you can use libraries for that people don't think of. You can not just books, but you can do magazines, you can do audiobooks, videos. So a lot of times, you know, since video stores have kind of gone by the wayside, except for maybe Redbox, we'll just request videos from the library. And they've also got streaming options now too, where you sign up and you can rent, so to speak, videos and audiobooks for a specific period of time. But yeah, libraries are for everyone. Oh, and this one's got the silicone back on it. So let's get these put on the mood bag. So the kitty cat that wants to stay home, she has to go on the front because it's our whole introversion, sarcastic side. I definitely do not like the metal backs as much. It doesn't feel like they go on as well. Like it's harder to tell that they're on there. So the rest of these will go on the back. So now we've got our kitty cat on here. And then let me get these on the back. But yeah, I think this is fun. They've got so many different pins on there, like for just about anything that people like. And so I'm, of course, doing my more childish side here on the back with the Flintstones, the Jetsons. And I finally did find my Scooby-Doo one, which I'll show on a different video. These ones that have multiple pins on the back, I've got to be like careful because I'm afraid I'm going to poke myself. And putting them on the back of this bag is a little bit more challenging because there's a pocket. Okay, one more. But do you guys miss having video stores and being able to go in there? I know my husband worked at a movie gallery for several years, and I remember when my first marriage ended, and I was living alone for the first time in my life. I'd been married for 3.5 years, and I pretty much had gotten married while I was in college the first time. But I remember after that, being by myself, I spent a lot of time going in, and that's when I started kind of watching some of the old classics videos. So there's the 3 new ones on the back. So yeah, so I kind of miss being able to, when we had family videos in my area of the country, and when those went out, it was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we probably used Redbox more than Family Video, which is probably why they kind of went out. But I don't know, it was kind of fun to be able to go to a video store and look for stuff and, you know, get some of that popcorn, the Jiffy Pop that, you know, comes in the aluminum base and you put it on the stove or whatever. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic now. Okay, we've got 3 more things. This next one, these are for your nose. Now, these are marketed for snoring problems, but I got it just because when I get sick sometimes, it's like one side of my nostril or my nose, like it's blocked or stuffed, but the other side isn't. So I thought maybe this would help keep them both open. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not, but that's what I got them for. So not for snoring. So we'll see. Next time I have some nasal issues, we'll try it out and see if that works. But there you get 2, and I paid 94 cents, but then they were adjusted down to 66 cents. All right, I'm almost done. Still super thirsty. All right, so next is some makeup. So one side is sealed. If you've seen my makeup video, you know I kind of get a little nervous when it's not sealed, but the other side is not sealed and there's no plastic around this. So we'll see. This is a makeup stick, and I think that means that it's blush and lipstick. Okay, well, it was a little bit stuck there on the top. This is melon, but it's kind of dark for a melon, don't you think? So it twists, and I'm not gonna, let's just put some on my hand. Well, actually, let's put it over here. Woo! So that's kind of bold. And then the other side, let me put this back down, is a brush. So yeah, if you used it on your lips, it would be matte. I don't really like matte lipstick, so I probably will only use it as a blush. So again, we've talked about this before. It's hard to tell if this would blend well on your cheek. It's not like you're gonna go and, I mean, people are usually a little bit more delicate when they're doing that. But yeah, that looks like that would be a good color. So I think I'll probably use this even though it wasn't sealed. I will say, if you did see my makeup one, several of you, I was using that blush that I was like having to pound out, and several of you said that you're supposed to shake it first and then it's all taken care of. So I will try that. And then several of you said that powder, 4-color powder that I couldn't get open, that I should have been trying to twist it. I have not tried that yet, but I will try that and we'll see if that indeed is the key. I can't believe I didn't even think to try twisting it, but I guess I just expected it to just come up off of it like in a normal way, but we'll see. All right, so the last thing, this may, if I can get these 2 videos sliced together, this might be a nice long one. This last one is okay. Earring. This is why I do not like these earrings, because somehow I make them fall out, like and I don't put backs on them, so it's my own fault. The case of the jumping earrings. All right, but see, I've lost earrings before because of that. I bought a pair of earrings in Branson one year, and it wasn't 20 minutes later and I realized I was missing one, and we retraced our steps, couldn't find it anywhere. Oh, so frustrating. All right, so this last thing is magnets. There's a set of 4 of them, and what's unique, oh, hold on. So what's unique with these Okay. So it comes with a sticky for the wall, or it doesn't have to be a wall. Whatever you're going to stick your magnet home to, you're going to use this, stick it to the back of this, and then stick it onto something. So it could be a wall, it could be anything. And then you've got this magnet that you're going to stick, let's say it's a remote, like a remote for your TV. So maybe you stick this onto the wall between you and your husband's chair, and then you put this on the back of the remote, and then you can store it together. So that's just one example that I could think of, but anything like that, and it's a pretty strong magnet. So just another way, there's sticky on the back of the magnet. So just another way to hang things, or another kind of hook. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just leave that there because it is really strong. So again, I got the set of 4 in white, but I think it also came in black, and I think you could also just get 1. But the set of 4 was $4.07, so $1 a piece pretty much. So I don't know, maybe that's kind of expensive, but I like this idea better than just sticky, if you know what I mean. But it did come up to $4.16 now. So I think that was the last thing. Let me just double check real quick. And while I'm doing that, let me think of what might be my favorite thing is in here. I'm definitely glad I got another hamper so I can have more categories of dirty clothes, because I have too many dirty clothes. Not sure about the hairnet. I don't know if that's gonna work very well. The flowers for the yard, they're smaller than I thought they would be, so they may not work out very well either. I was impressed with the feminine pads because, like I said, they're just like what I would get from Amazon. I was impressed with myself for figuring out how the tourniquet worked without having to look it up. And I'm excited to use the sinusitis therapy, sticking stuff up my nose. So, all right, well, that's the end of this video. If you made it this long, thank you so much. If you happen to click like, thank you. That really, really helps me and helps my channel. Also, what helps my channel is subscribers. So thank you for those of you that watch that have already subscribed. And I would ask, if you haven't subscribed already, if you can subscribe and then unsubscribe later if you decide I'm a crackhead that you just can't stand to listen to anymore. So there's that, right? No choice is permanent. But anyway, we have fun here on this channel. At least I think we do. I do. I enjoy talking to you guys. It's therapeutic, and probably saves me some money if I get my therapy this way. Not that I'm against therapy. I do have family members that get therapy, real therapy, so that's good too. But my grandfather said after my first marriage ended, and I was thinking about getting therapy, and I did get some therapy after that, but he's like, sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, and it doesn't have to be a professional. Sometimes it can just be a friend or someone who's willing to listen. So sometimes that's how I feel about this channel, is it gives me a chance to, even though I can't see you face to face, it gives me a chance to just talk like we're friends. So if that's something you like, subscribe. No, I don't mean to pressure you. I sort of do, but no, not really. But and then don't forget to check out the description below in case there's any kind of information you're looking for. And I think I might try to, it won't be on this one, but maybe I'll put a post in the community page, because some of you have asked, how I get things for free and whatnot. So I may try to do some additional information about that. But otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. It doesn't sound like I'll be doing more videos, recording more videos today if my family's on their way home 3 hours early. So I will go and enjoy their company, and hopefully you've got people that you can enjoy some time with too. But otherwise, Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.